Hey guys, so today we're going to be giving you our review of Sweetwater Campground in Canton, Georgia. Sweetwater Campground is one of the many Army Corps of Engineer campgrounds that are in North Georgia. This one in particular is off of Lake Allatoona.
Don't confuse Sweetwater Campground with Sweetwater Creek State Park in Georgia.
Yes, they're
two different things.
Very different things. They're on like opposite ends of the lake.
Yes.
Not the same thing. One is a state park, the other is a Corps of Engineers campground. Just like previously, we are going to grade this campground on 5 categories and then give you our opinion at the end for a 6th category. Alright, so let's talk about cleanliness. Bathrooms.
Okay. The buildings and pretty much all the facilities were pretty dated and I don't know how to describe it. So I wouldn't say they weren't clean. I mean, there wasn't like toilet paper and, you know, just nasty all in the bathrooms, but
they're old.
They're old.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
The water's mostly hot for the most part, so.
Yep. They're older facilities. As far as the site cleanliness, it was great.
Yes, outside, all around, the grounds were fantastic. All of that is great.
Yep, the new playground that's there, which we'll get into, is also very clean.
Yes.
The landscape was upkept as well. The buildings were upkept, but again,
dated. Yeah.
Alright, so amenities. There's no laundry facilities that we saw. Yeah. We didn't see anything like that.
I think the space where it was at one time when we camped there previously, I think that's locked and no longer in use, so maybe it'll come back eventually. Maybe it was a COVID thing, I'm not sure.
Yeah. So there's a playground, there's a beach area, there's a huge boat ramp there. This campground is actually connected to a day use area that has an even bigger beach than the campground. I believe it has a boat launch. I could be wrong, don't quote me on that.
Yeah, I think it has a boat launch, it has a playground, and a bathroom area.
Yep. So there's that day use area as well that you get access to if you're camping there. No pool, no clubhouse, nothing like that. It's a Corps of Engineer campground, so it's
basic
campground
necessities, and that's it.
Yep,
yeah.
Pretty much. Category 3, convenience. Cell phone service. Yes.
Yeah,
it was
for the most part.
It wasn't super strong. Verizon was okay. T-Mobile was also okay. Located nearby, I mean, you're not too terribly far from Atlanta. You're kind of out of the way from a lot of things, aside from the lake. Again, you're right on the lake, so...
You're really not far from Canton, though. Like, it was easy to hop right into town, pick up some food or groceries. A couple of restaurants are right there.
Yeah, there's a really good barbecue place.
Williamson
Brothers.
Yeah.
Williamson Brothers Barbecue.
Check that place out.
It's good stuff. So as far as hookups go, water and electric. Your sewer, they do have a dump station, but you're going to have to use your fun little honey wagon if you're staying for an extended period of time, because there are no sewer.
Yeah.
There's no sewer at the sites. As far as site size goes,
oh my gosh, they were huge.
Sweetwater's awesome.
Love this campground.
Yes.
They're just saying, like, tons of space in between each campsite.
Yeah, I mean, you are not right up next to your neighbors. We had probably a 75, 80 foot back-end spot. Like, that wasn't even a pull-through. Like, it was a back-end spot, and it was huge. I mean, we could literally fit 3 vehicles in addition to our 5th wheel in the drive.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Very nice.
It was mostly shaded.
Mostly shaded. Lots of trees.
Lots of trees. Lots and lots of trees. Lots of stuff on top of your RV. So if you don't like that,
be aware.
Be aware, yeah. Category 4, Friendliness. So pet friendly?
Very.
Yes.
I think
Kid.
everybody there had a dog.
Oh yeah, dogs all
everywhere.
over the place. Kid friendly, absolutely. We had no problem letting our kids kind of run around and do their thing, create havoc amongst the other campers. No. But there's a playground, there's a beach, there's a huge field out there. I guess I say huge field. It's not super level, but there's a bunch of grass they can play in, that kind of thing, run around, have a good time. Bike friendly. Yes, very, very bike friendly.
There is
bikes.
a section, I guess, of the campground that's more on the hills, so you can kind of pick and choose.
Yeah, that's a good point. The section that we stay at, where a lot of the big rigs stay, and it's super level, tons of room. But if you get towards the back of the campground, the sites get tighter, and there's some elevation change. We actually, the first time we stayed here, had to move spots because
we could not
fit in the site that we should have been able to fit in based on the amount of feet that our rig is and the amount of feet that the campsite is. So something to be aware of if you're in the very, very back of the campground. I want to say it's like 1 through 50-ish.
Yeah,
something like that. The sites are tighter for sure, so be aware. Safety.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's very safe.
Very, very safe.
They have a gate and they close at 10:30 to 7 in the morning.
They do, and that's one thing I actually don't like about Corps of Engineer campgrounds is they lock you in. I mean, I'm sure if there's an emergency you could get out, but I don't like not being able to get out if I needed to, or if I wanted to rather.
It kind of caused an issue with him going to work.
Yeah, I had to get up to go to work early, so what we had to do is we had to park my work car outside of the gate, and then I had to wake Reagan up at 5 o'clock in the morning to go take me to my car so I could
hop the gate and leave.
Yeah, exactly. Not too big of a deal. They have a pretty big parking area outside of the gate, but something to be aware of.
There's always somebody at the gate as well, to checking your parking pass and your site pass, making sure you're allowed to be in there, so you don't have to worry about strangers coming in and out.
Exactly. The staff was very, very friendly as well.
Yes, very friendly.
No issues there. Price. So here is where this is like why we love Corps of Engineer campgrounds, is the price. So standard price, $30 a night for the sites that we were in. I think the smaller ones might be like $28. Don't quote me on that, but $30 a night is like the highest end for sure. And the discounts that are associated with Corps of Engineer campgrounds, because it's a government campground, are phenomenal. So you got your senior discount, right? Which you get basically like the senior pass, 50% off, $15 a night. You get your access pass, which is any sort of disability, whether it's from the military or not, just any sort of permanent disability. You get the access pass. I think it's the
National Park
Access Pass. I think it's the Interagency Access Pass, something like that. It's changed names over a few years, like the Golden something Access Pass. I can't remember, but basically that pass also gets you 50% off. So we literally stayed there for 2 weeks for $210. Like, that's unheard of. I mean, there are some campgrounds that you stay there for 2 nights and you spend that much. We stayed 2 weeks. The price, you can't beat the price. If you have one of those discount cards, you can't beat the price. If you don't have one of those discount cards and you're paying that full $30, it's still not a bad deal. So Reagan, what was your favorite part?
Okay, I really love this campground. The campsite was amazing. It was flat, plenty of space. The kids could just ride their bikes like around the little loop area where we were staying. It was nice.
Oh yeah.
So it was probably my favorite campground so far.
We've stayed there before. We knew we liked it, so we were going to go back. But my favorite part also was the sites.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just generous sites. Backing in the rig, I had no issues. Navigating the campground was easy. Getting to the dump station was easy. Getting to the bathhouse was easy. It was all very easy and very generous. We loved the campground. Highly recommend it. solid stay if you're looking for somewhere in North Georgia. You want to be on the lake and you don't want to spend a ton of money. The Canton area is a pretty nice area. It's not super busy like Atlanta, or even just north of Atlanta in those real close suburbs. It's probably about 45-ish minutes from Atlanta, depending on the time of day. Yeah, so it's not far from those types of attractions. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll see you next time.